inscriptions similar to those on the valuable volume.
Das sind nur Fotos. Und wo sind die vier Steine? Mach wieder zu, geht nicht. Okay.
The girl in the uniform dreams of a nap. This little mixture will help her doze off. Here's the coffee.
Thanks. Where'd you get it from?
Anything for our readers.
You know, you're a cool girl.
Drink slowly. If you hurry, you'll upset your stomach.
All right, get in. But when I look in, that means you're done, okay?
Yes, officer.
Well, go.
Drink slowly. Take your time.
Go on. You're wasting precious seconds.
It's pitch dark in here. I have to start the generator. These cables lead to... Sylvie, think. Won't work. Maybe it's out of fuel.
Radiator. Nein. Das ist die Wasserkühlung, oder? Das ist der Motor. Das ist der Tank. Das ist der Motor. Das ist der Generator. Okay. Das ist der Generator, das ist der Motor, das ist der Tank.
I'll leave the gas can by the generator. They might need it. I don't have the strength to lug this watering can around.
So, Kühlwasser. Tank. Ja, mach an. Warum ist dann noch was grün? Jetzt ist es da auch. Das war Motor, das ist Generator. Wir haben Strom, wir haben Licht. Süße Träume, liebe Polizistin. Time to save. Chamber.
Uncle was right. This chamber is exquisite.
Hier müssen die Dinger drauf. Heart of the Chamber.
It looks as if the Knights Hospitaller adapted a prehistorical temple for their own purposes. I wonder what's further on.
Steht sogar noch mal drauf.
Reconstruction or instruction. 4 pedestals and stone elements with inscriptions on them.
Ich brauche die 4 Steine.
Sylvie, think.
Ja.
Are these the little stone sculptures my uncle wrote about?
Die muss ich erstmal finden. Finden. Fink. Die sind ja ziemlich eindeutig markiert, würde ich mal sagen. Hier noch ein Portal.
I saw something again. Am I okay? What is this knight doing?
Scheiß Drogen. Du solltest nicht die Drogen
Interesting
absetzen.
construction.
Ist das Ding da, wo die Lade getragen haben? Frame.
What an interesting construction. Another portal. Magnificent. Another portal. Magnificent. Trial and error method, they say.
They say. Obwohl, vielleicht kann ich hier mit dem Pinselchen irgendwas freilegen.
No can do.
Und was hätte ich noch für Optionen? Ich schleppe immer noch den Fisch mit rum. So sieht mein Onkel aus. Langer weißer Bart. Okay.
A picture of a stone tablet. It's covered with inscriptions similar to those on the valuable volume. We need an alternative solution.
Ja, sehe ich auch so. Portal, Chamber, Exit. Exit. Achso, das geht auch hier. Treppe hoch raus. Leute, was muss ich tun? Ich brauche diese komischen Steinfiguren. Die ich hier drauf packe. Da passiert was. Vielleicht finde ich draußen was. Aber hier ist ja nichts mehr. Event driven. Da ist mehr.
This figure in the dark can't have friendly intentions, and I really don't want to meet them face to face. I better scram. I have to think this through. Maybe that Anderson guy can help. I hope he's in.
Na, der Anderson Guy ist ja in Valletta, oder? Die 5R. Aber bevor ich... Ich wollte hier nochmal mit dem Pinselchen.
We need an alternative solution.
Manchmal muss auch was reingehen. Und dann... Sind das die 4 Stelen? Nee. Ah ja.
When people are asleep, machines are awake. I found something. I found something. I should act according to the rules of the profession. What a discovery. A signet ring with the Knights Hospitaler's coat of arms. Which century is it from? 17th? Perhaps even 16th.
Zeig mal her. Nett. Das gehört im Museum. Da, 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 da.
What a discovery. A signet ring with the Knights Hospitaler's coat of arms.
Vielleicht
Which
öffnet er
century is it
irgendwas.
from? 17th? Perhaps even 16th. No can do.
Okay. Also da musste ich nochmal was machen. Jetzt habe ich hier diesen Ring. Meinst du, dass der innen irgendwie was öffnet an dem Portal?
This figure in the dark can't have friendly intentions. And I really don't want to meet them face to face. I better scram.
Tja. Also zurück zu dem Anderson Guy. Was heißt zurück? Ich habe den noch nie getroffen. Ich weiß ja gar nicht, ob der zu Hause ist oder woanders. Du solltest den Generator ausmachen. Jetzt habe ich nachher kein Benzin mehr. Ich da nochmal rein muss.
The generator's working. There's no point in fiddling with it.
Du Umweltsau! Doch! Hau die ganze Dieselpest da raus. Wir brauchen kein Licht mehr, also machen wir den aus.
The generator's working. There's no point in fiddling with it.
Also ich bin extra zurückgelaufen. Naja. Vielleicht finde ich zu umweltbewusst. Hätte sie dann auch automatisch gemacht. Ich mache besser den Generator aus. Mir fällt nichts ein, als nach Hause zu fahren.
What's a police car doing here?
Und diesen Anderson zu suchen. Weil das war ja das Letzte, was gesagt hat. Und wenn es nicht geht, dann ist es noch nicht an der
I've had
Zeit.
enough. It's time to go back to La Valletta. Maybe I should catch some sleep too.
November. Oh, mein Briefkasten. Ich habe mir auch gerade gedacht. Vielleicht ist der Post angekommen.
There's no post.
So, jetzt erstmal schön frühstücken. English Breakfast. Mit Sausages und Bacon und Eggs, Scrambled Eggs. Das liebe ich ja in internationalen Hotels immer, wenn wow, richtig schön Scrambled Eggs und Bacon dazu und dann irgendwie getoastetes Weißbrot mit Butter drauf und dann noch Sausages dazu und Beans, Baked Beans. Da hältst du bis zum Abendessen durch. Du brauchst so Frühstück und Abendessen. Das war's dann. Eine Halbpension reicht da vollkommen. Weiß nicht, Vollpension. Nimmt das überhaupt noch jemand? Gibt's glaube ich gar nicht mehr. Dann gibt's gleich All You Can Eat, oder? Schauen wir mal, ob dieser Anderson-Typ jetzt da gerade ist bei 5R. In der Struhlstraße 5R.
Good morning. Can I come in?
Excuse me? Who is this?
I'm Sylvie, Olivier Leroux's niece. Can I see you?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Come on up.
Da ist James. James, ich hab einen Brief für dich.
Sylvie, think. Sorry to bother you.
Not a problem.
I wanted to meet you since you've worked with my uncle.
How is he doing? I haven't been in touch with him for a while.
He's gone missing. Nobody's seen him for the past few days.
What do you mean, gone missing? Maybe he's left somewhere.
Possible, but where?
Well, have you asked the neighbors?
Kawada says he might have left for Gozo, but nobody knows anything more.
Oh, you've got me really worried. I really wanted to see him. I've been
Vielleicht war
counting
ja
on
das,
his
der da
advice.
unten drin war. Und du warst ja zu feige.
I'm beginning to worry about my uncle.
I know the feeling. I was just a child when my parents died. Afterwards, I was paralyzed by anxiety. This would happen to every guardian of mine.
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
They went to the cinema in a Protestant neighborhood one night because they really wanted to see a particular movie. And on that evening, the IRA struck.
Belfast?
If it hadn't been for a wise priest, I'd be planting bombs myself.
My parents conducted research projects on the Polynesian islands. They're ethnographers.
It must be beautiful there.
Yes, I'm sure. They worked in very difficult conditions, so I spent all my holidays with my uncle in La Valletta.
I mean, it's very difficult to understand for a child.
Uncle took good care of me. Sometimes he'd take me to Gozo where he worked.
You know, he mentioned you a lot when we pored over these inscriptions.
Sylvie. Please, call me Sylvie.
James, let's be friends.
Lass uns Freunde sein. Das ging ja schnell. Wo ist das Schlafzimmer?
You worked on the stone tablet from Gozo.
Yes, it's a fascinating discovery.
What's so interesting about it?
It's a long story.
I'm all ears.
The Knights Hospitaller had many seats before they finally ended up on Malta.
Yes, the Holy Land, Cyprus, Rhodes, Viterbo, those were the major ones, right?
That's correct. This was also a journey throughout the eras, from the Middle Ages to Renaissance in its full bloom.
All that time on the frontier, separating Christianity from the cultures of the Middle East.
They must have encountered things they would have perceived as miracles. I mean, such as magic and the occult.
But they managed to survive all this turmoil, as opposed to the Knights Templar, right?
Right. But I think that they were more down to earth, because they served the sick, the poor, and the suffering.
But these are hardly the truths you would engrave in stone.
But they should be. Still, somewhere along the way, maybe when they were fleeing Acre with the Knights Templar, they came into the possession of a unique artifact, or at least they had the knowledge about it.
And they wrote everything down on this tablet?
That's what I think, although I haven't been able to break the code yet. Maybe it'll require the assistance of computers and specialists.
Uncle left this note.
Yes, this might be it. A book detailing the history of the Knights Hospitaller. Do you have this volume?
It's in Uncle's study.
If your uncle was not mistaken as to its value, this book might spare me many weeks of hard work.
I'll get the book for you, James.
Excellent.
Und den kann ich jetzt einfach so vertrauen. Naja, wenn es sein Onkel getan hat.
I'll get this book for you.
I can't wait.
I should take the book to James. I think I've just made an ally.
Das wird sich wahrscheinlich nur als schlechte Idee rausstellen, weil er ein Verräter ist oder so. Wie es so meistens ist in den Stories. In den Romanen, in den Adventures. A plot with a twist. Dieses super geheim versteckte Buch gibt es jetzt einfach an jemand anders?
There's this weird dream that's plaguing me.
Passt auf, der Stein ist locker. Der Stein ist locker. Passt auf. Möchtest du ihn zurufen? Doch. Sie hören dich nicht. Denn sie sind nur in deinen Träumen, in deinen Visionen. Das ist das Ding hier, ne?
In later chapters, the book was written in unknown writing. This is the book.
I'm going to get right to work then. Thank you, Sylvie.
I'd like to help somehow with finding the solution to the riddle.
You don't want to return to Paris?
No, I can't. Your work is tremendously fascinating.
You're exactly
Ich
like
wissen, was mit
Olivia
meinem
Seach.
Onkel ist.
I accidentally read the note addressed to you.
Aus Versehen, ganz
So
aus
you've seen
Versehen.
that the professor didn't want to drag you into this.
What was it that he wanted to protect me from?
I don't know, but I wouldn't take it lightly.
I have to find him.
Maybe you should just leave it to the police.
Come on. I talked to Gronk. The monument in the plaza would be more suited to conducting this. Besides, after talking to him, I nearly felt like a suspect myself.
You know, I don't think your uncle would want you involved in this.
This is because he feels responsible for me.
Den will mich unbedingt raushalten. Verdächtig, verdächtig, verdächtig. Entweder stinkig und er will mich sofort wieder loswerden. Oder er ist schwul und weiß nichts mit mir anzufangen. Aber wahrscheinlich will er den Schatz für sich allein. Und keine Mitwisser. Jetzt, wo er hat, was er will, das Buch. Soll ich ihm das echt erzählen hier?
Yesterday, I took a look at the site on Gozo.
How strange. They've opened it again?
On the contrary, it's under police guard.
Why the police?
Someone broke in and stole a stone tablet as well as 4 small...
Vielleicht warst du das ja, James.
Unbelievable.
But unfortunately true. However, I have photos of them.
Could you show them to me?
Here are the photographs of the tablet.
Good photographs. They're going to be able to help me with my work.
They're yours.
Now it'll be so much easier to work on this riddle.
I hope you'll be able to solve it soon.
So do I. Working on such texts, you can get stuck for weeks.
Wie machst du das?
Why would anybody steal these stones?
The thieves knew perfectly well what they were doing.
They knew their value.
Possibly better than we do. Either way, they waited until they were secured and loaded into crates. I'll ask among some art dealers. They might have heard something. Hang on.
What?
Didn't the professor go missing on the same day as the stones?
I've been thinking about that. Do you think the thieves harmed him in any way?
Well, not necessarily, but they may need him to decipher the inscriptions.
This means they're treating him well, right?
Well, if that's the case, then yes.
What do you make of this archaeologist?
Have you talked to Henry, Simon?
Yes, although incognito.
You know, you really should introduce yourself. Henry used to work with your uncle.
And I'm supposed to hold a calm conversation with the man who ousted my uncle?
I don't think he's behind all those awful things.
Should I grill him a bit?
Just be honest with him.
Can you help me?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm not leaving you alone with this. Just give me a call as soon as you find out anything.
Do you think my theory can be helpful?
What do you mean?
Uncle said on the phone that my research may be connected to his Gozo discovery.
I remember now. He mentioned something about an unconventional approach.
Controversial is more like it.
What exactly does your theory pertain to?
The actual existence of Sodom and Gomorrah. I claim that what's in the Bible is more than just a nifty morality tale.
That doesn't sound all that blasphemous.
I'd love to discover those cities. Like Schliemann discovered Troy. I follow in his footsteps, in the sense that I treat the description we have as real.
Well, do you want to include God in your research?
No. Just like Schliemann didn't include the Greek gods as such. What he was interested in were the consequences of their actions.
Which in this case means the destruction of those cities.
Yes. Plus, some Gnostics believe that this destruction was carried out by the Yahweh with a special tool, which remains in the Middle East up until this day.
Ah, I get it. A source of unearthly power, which is reborn in cycles.
That's how Uncle described it in his letter.
Well, I mean, you just have to wait for the full translation of the tablet.
I know. I don't want to jump to conclusions.
See ya.
See ya. James is right. I should have an honest chat with Simon. That's the only way I'll find out anything about my uncle.
Okay, dann fahren wir halt nochmal los. Schau mal, was ich gefunden habe.
No can do.
No can do, no. Das hier?
No can do.
No.